Many a brainwashed man chews on the Roman lies, even some claiming to be Ásgarður, heathen, pagan. Some have invented associations and rituals where they speak of their gods and goddesses in past tense, as if ragnarök had already taken place, Odin was, Thor was, Freyja was. Some Ásgarður folks really give talks on blood, speaking like this. What kind of gods would that be? Museum junk? Something to blow the dust off, something past and dead to try to revive, or only to speculate on? It can be fun to invent some rituals, but if they are baseless, if they are superficial words and actions only, nice looks for the eye, they are no use for our spiritual evolution. Intense prayers on the sphere of thoughts and emotions do not get us anywhere anyway. Neither is talk about divinity any real divine matters. Neither is explaining all this stuff anything but worldly words and thoughts. So words, however meaningful they might be, are not getting us all the way. Intellectual understanding is good, but that is only the surface values to contemplate on, philosophize on. Diving into Ægir is needed to really understand, to really live around the perfect orderliness and get the nourishment from Eldir and Fimafengur here. You will not understand what I am telling you unless you learn to transcend and practice it regularly. Luckily, some Icelandic heathens claim the gods and goddesses to be a living reality within. That would be more appropriate than that perpetual past tense talk. We do not even need invented superficial rituals or ceremonies if we simply find the gods within. All we need is to visit the gods in sight. Ásgarður, ragnasjöt, tívatún, Glaðheimar. That is the easiest thing on earth. We are coming home, returning home, and we are welcomed home. If we do not yet know how easy it is, we have the description, or even a guide, the user manual, in Hávamál, visa 138 and on, so to know that it is easy and natural for every living man. And in Skírnismál, visa 39, what Gerður knows of, after all, in spite of her stubbornness. She only heeded not, did not see it to be of any necessity to check it out, until she got to know how vital it is, how stupid it is not to do it. Even if we read all that, understand all that, but not yet diving into Ægir, as mere reading and talking and understanding does not get us there, we should know that we need a little natural technique, easily learned and easily applied. Learn TM, it gets you all the way, from the first dive and ever after. Some professors in Iceland who teach Norse mythology seem to be dedicated churchians, and they convey to students a lot of the old made-up misunderstanding and deliberate misinterpretations. We should be the guardians, the fresh researchers, not blind conveyors of false, falsified history meant to erase, wipe out our precious spiritual heritage. Many a degree thesis of students coming from these churchian professors is of the Dark Middle Ages thinking, referring to Roman invented lies, as if that were the only true history, and quoting Dark Middle Ages Catholics as if they were all-knowing ones about Heathenry. Lots have been damaged, deliberately and or by ignorance, during the Dark Ages of Europe, and lies tend to be persistent. Please read Den forna Seden, 688 pages, quotes in many languages, by Øystein Kjellman. His sons told me they have the book reprinted now. Øystein tells us that the Vikings were simply stealing back from the monasteries what had been stolen from them by the churchianity and piled up in the monastery cloisters. Formerly free men had become slaves on their own land. They were not allowed to bear weapons, as they should be peaceful as was Jesus. The Vikings were not pirates, they were an organized army, And Austin tells us a lot more, which needs to be explained for us. His research is not at all any repetition of the forgeries in that Roman version of our history, but thorough, based on facts and correcting the flaws and forgeries to bring us the truth of the matter.